Good morning, everybody. How's everybody this morning? Why is there some... Oh, that's the reason. I was wondering why I could hear some extraneous noise. Welcome back to Vintage Story. How's everybody's week going? So I actually have a list. Hang on. Over here of things I wish to achieve today. And these are things that I'm sort of preparing for the planting season. So I want compost barrels. I want berry bushes. I probably want clay and more fertile soil. So there you go. I ought to put that somewhere so I can remind myself of what I'm up to. What time of day is it? It is 4 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, about the same time as it is here. And I am warm, which is good. Yeah, for 4 a.m. in the morning, it's still pretty dark. Let's see. I have pie. I have food. Can't remember what I was going to do with that. I don't use the bow that often, but I'll hang on to it. Right. Let's see now. Trying to figure everything out. Just need to turn light enough outside. I wish there was a way I could turn that in. Is there a way of turning that into... Oh, it's fertility when tilled. And you can't, as far as I know, pick up tilled soil, can you? If I try and pick this up... Yeah, it just vanishes. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Slightly irritating. Oh, I should definitely smelt that, because that is enough to make another pickaxe and another prospecting pick, so we will do that while I think about it. Yay! And for that, I do need charcoal. I will need... Where's my tongs? Has anyone seen my tongs lately? Oh, come on. Oh. Right, so prospecting pick and a new... Whatchamacallit? Yeah, I'm sure I'll come up with something. Oh, and I'm going to have excess. So where's my... Let's grab up. Actually, I'll stick the other mold there. Where's my other mold? Right. Yeah, like I say, I want to make barrels for compost. I ought to grind up bones, to be honest. I'm not sure I need 41 bones. Berry bushes so that I can extend the berry orchard. Oh, that was a bad mistake. I thought I had more than that. Oops. Okay. Yes, I should have known. It's a start, nonetheless. For some reason, I thought I had a mental moment there where I thought I had enough for both of those and a bit over, but I grossly miscalculated. That's okay. We'll sort that out at some other point. Ah, nice, hot, cold, not hot. So is this melting? No, it's not melting. So, let's see. I need clay, which means I'm going to need another shovel. Where's my sticks gone? There ought to be a subtitle to this. Dude, where's my sticks? Don't need peat. Definitely want clay. Don't need... I'll keep that on me for now. Why have I got this on me? I don't need a copper hoe anytime soon. Right, berry bushes and clay. Let's see if I can remember where my clay is. It is over here. It is clay, isn't it? Yes. And hopefully nothing toothy will surprise me. Oh, how about that? I actually remembered roughly where I was going. It's always nerve-wracking doing things like this because you never know what might be trying to sneak up on you. Let's grab a plethora, shall we? And that is birch leaves. Don't care about birch leaves that much. Not at this point. Do birch leaves respawn? can't remember why I needed clay. Why did I need clay? Oh, cobblestone. Wow, okay. Oh yeah, I can get some more. Slightly disturbing that it's a finite resource. Well, no, it's not disturbing. Bothersome that it's a finite resource. And I'm just using it like it's not. Okay, so that should keep me going for a while, I think. Oh, there's loads more. Alright, let's see if we can find berry bushes. What's my temperature? Not too bad. This is kind of funny. Where's the berry bushes? I had this big plan. Just go out and grab berry bushes. That should be fine, right? Oh, that's funny. Are you telling me that turnips grow year-round? I should try that. Ah, no, they don't. They have a sort of, I think in the game they grow down to about -10, don't they? And this is... That's personally irritating. Do I want to pick up sand? No, let's not get distracted. Let's go after what we came for, which is, bushes. I'm going to kind of miss not just being able to dash across the lake. I ought to check down there. There's my mine all neatly blocked off. Cranberries, yes. I love the fact that it says will flower in 8 days, weather permitting. Are you kidding? The flax is still growing there? Last time I was in this region, I say last time, I got rather surprised by a bear which promptly devoured me, or did something regrettable. carrots and mature carrots. Okay, I've still got some time before I start freezing. This is cow parsley. Oops. Getting a lot of cranberry bushes. Well, a few. Don't know if the berries persist through winter. I'm guessing not. Scared me. The great thing about having so much open space is it does give me the opportunity to in principle watch to see what's happening around me. Just in case something, decides to take objection to my existence. What's that? Daisies? While the berries are very useful when you're sort of wandering around, I do want them over here so that I have a nice extensive berry collection for when I want them. Honestly, if I spend my time out foraging and I have to stop and get food, that's kind of wasting the time. Right, let's put things away. Where did I put my... Oh, it's downstairs. I was wondering if anyone remembers where I put my seeds. And might as well plant those somewhere. So that push come to shove, I've got go. Little tree collection. So I don't have too far to go if I need logs. When I need logs. What time? Temperature's getting down a bit. So, mental plan. At some point, I want to sort of fill this in so it looks natural. Yeah, for certain values of natural. And I do need to consider checking the mine out over here. What have we got down here? Let's have a little look. No. Anybody remember why I dug that? Oh, I didn't. I didn't dig that out. That's just the consequence of things. Still think it's funny that I had to. I didn't have to. Put a sort of dam in, because this is where the floor collapsed on me the first time. Yeah, because originally I was starting to build over this way, and everything collapsed. At least I don't have to worry about charcoal just yet. No, this isn't serving any purpose. I'm just making sure I can sort of see where my own farm is. That is medium fertility. Basically, if it says medium fertility soil in this region, that's my farming area. It's probably too big. Given that I was able to get enough stuff for winter without yeah, with a much smaller farm, that seems a little seems a bit pointless for it to be this big. Probably be better use, you know, to make use of a flint knife for this kind of task. Oops. Sorry. To scratch my head and promptly donked the microphone. Wow. And it's getting dark already. I ought to segregate them by height and type. Oh dear, I wish I hadn't said that now, because now that's what I want to do. So I need to set up... Oh wow, I just saw that spawn in. Huh. Am I setting up an inadvertent grass farm? I wonder if I built an igloo, how long would it last out here? Okay, some slight progress made. For the sake of equality, I would like this to be... Actually, do you know what? This is the lake, isn't it? So I can only extend this far. How far out? This actually makes me slightly uncomfortable. Because, who knows what might be hiding in it someday. Oh yeah, I need to go and warm up. So, silly as it seems, it's useful to have sticks and extra grass. Pete. And food. Definitely need food. No. I'm going to need to make some more. Let's warm myself up first. Where did my... Oh, there it is. Wondered for half a second where my bread went. So, apparently, mind you, the region I was in is probably a little bit warmer than where I am. But it's interesting that turnips and carrots were still growing there. There we go. Starts to get slightly concerning that it's only February. I mean, I can live off porridge, I suppose. Barrels. How do I make barrels? I can't remember. Okay, sticks and that. Did I leave sticks down here? Planks down here? No. Oh, uploads of planks. So the idea behind having compost barrels is yeah, that I can fertilize the soil as the year progresses. Can I not stack them? Oh, they're non-stackable. I don't know how many of those I would want actually, but I'll make 4 because it seems like a nice round number. And we'll stick those outside because I want things in them to perish. And this, yeah, I'm going to use up my clay to make granite cobblestone, I think, which will... I can make tools out of these, but I don't think I really need to. I don't think in reality you could make tools out of granite, but I suppose there are those who would know better. So... spare pickaxe. Which means I need to get back to sifting. Oh. So I got bread, I got that, I got a pie behind me. I can... spend some time trying to get more clay. And here we go again. Definitely want to check out that other little mining area. I wonder, might just be best to go underground to it. Very Minecraft. Oh, also very mining. Some old mining tunnels can extend an extremely long way. If you do the mine tour in Bisbee, Arizona, the mines there arguably extend beneath the Mexican border, which, while it's not that far away, is still a substantial distance. I think that was before they dug the open pit mines there. Bisbee is a copper mining area. Last I heard, and mind you, the last I heard was nearly 20 years ago. No, yeah, nearly 20 years ago. It's the copper mines are shut, but that's expected to be temporary. Kind of odd. There's parts of the town of Bisbee, which are owned by, I can't remember the name of the company, but anyway, they're owned by the mining corporation. And people living there live there with the knowledge that if the mine is opened, they could be evicted. And it's part of their contract. Yeah, there's these at least sort of two sections of Bisbee. There's the Bisbee that the tourists know about, which is the artistic part, and then there's the regular residential type area. And as I recall, it's the regular residential type area that's the where the residents, yeah, you know, if the mines were reopened, they could be asked to move. Well, not asked to, told to. I wonder if you can do anything interesting with muddy gravel. I believe you can't actually sift it, but well, pan it. I don't know if there's anything else. I ought to check. It's very quiet online today. I believe I'm currently talking to myself. Nothing wrong with talking to yourself. Even if you get answers inside your own mind. So is that... I wonder... I know in reality there's a benefit planting some crops in and amongst each other. I wonder if they do the same thing here, and if so, which crops that applies to. And if you're joining me, yes, we're back to panning for copper and freezing our delicate bits off in freezing water. Yes, minus 10 outside. Oh, at least it's not minus 14. I think that's as cold as it got. It was minus 14. Yeah, and so this is the part of the game where having a meditation moment is probably a good idea, because I haven't found a good source of copper underground. I found, well, I think, not sure if I completely emptied it out, a source of zinc, which I think I've mostly mined. It looks like there should be bismuth under there, but I haven't been able to find that, which is a shame because I could really use that. And there is apparently traces of copper, but I haven't had a lot of luck finding that, which is why I need a new prospecting pick. I'm reluctant to till the ground at this precise moment, simply because if I have to dig something up, I lose the soil, but that actually might not be a bad move. Oh, getting hungry. Let's go and grab some pie. I wonder, for future reference, I had to. I ought to consider putting a fire pit somewhere a bit closer. Actually, at some point I need to rebuild the chimney, because right at the moment it didn't work. Because rain can fall down it, so I ended up just blocking the thing off. And they don't appear to worry too much about carbon monoxide poisoning in the game. Gonna need more slate sand. If anybody's interested, this morning's episode of Long Dark in 3.5 hours should be interesting. I do have something of a survival challenge. Oh, that's right. I don't have any copper. I need... Let's see. That's got 40. I need 12. Oh, I need one more and I can make the prospecting pick again. I ought to, because this isn't Minecraft and torches can go out, I ought to consider blocking off areas of the mine that I'm not using, just so that I reduce the risk of getting lost. Who's ever gotten lost when branch mining in Minecraft? That would be me. And then you end up digging straight up to the surface and hoping that your pickaxe lasts. Just had a thought. I wonder if there... Because the one obvious way of getting fertilizer would be to keep animals, but I don't know to what extent that works in the game. Oh, and we're getting cold again, because of course we are. Okay. Let's rush and grab a crucible. That wasn't necessarily the best place in the world to stick the table. I can't quite reach the trunk I was after. Oh. Didn't snow last night. At least it doesn't appear to have done. Nice to have a proper door. Not sure how far away you have to be from the fire and still get benefit from it. I will take the opportunity while it's there to warm up as much as I can. At some point today, I'm probably going to have to make bread. Where did I put my... Oh, there. By the way, in reality, doing this kind of multiple pour, not necessarily the best thing. But hey, you know what? It's the game, so I am not going to worry too much about that. Right, so where am I going to stick my barrels? So part of the plan too is some of the crops and fruit, well, in fact, all the crops and fruit are perishable. So while I will certainly be creating more than I need, hopefully if I can figure out the excess, I will stick it in barrels. And it's not an action I've actually tried. Do you know what? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, do I have to break it? I do. There we go. The only reason I did that was I want to be able to walk through. Very tempting to actually. I don't know. Does this work? I'm pretty certain this doesn't. Contents. Does that work? Hmm. Does it have to be all the same? That's interesting. I haven't done. I haven't used. Why did I create barrels? Because I could, and I suppose I could water in there, couldn't I? Hmm. Right. So, oh no, I still need to wait for this to cool down enough so that I can. Oh no, it's still too hot. Oh, I do have a spare hammer. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so while we're at it, let's have a little look at compost. See what it says. Oops. Compost. Yeah. Mixing in barrel. Oh. Hmm. Created by mixing in barrel. So one thing I don't know is, well, I guess we'll find out. Sooner or later I'll get an excess of something, shove it in there, and see what happens. I would try with something that I've got, but yeah, I don't really want to. Okay, so you take rot, put it in the barrel. I mean, does it... Will it... Well, if you put something perishable in the barrel, will it rot in the barrel and then you mix it up? I don't know. I probably ought to do another charcoal burn, to be honest. This is all going to flood. Which will make it look ugly, but I'm not sure what I can do about that. Actually, I could fill it in. Do you know what? I don't think I've actually gone over here to have a look over the top, and I'm probably going to regret it now that the thought has occurred to me. Ooh. Yep, I have not actually, strangely enough, I have not actually been up here. And you can see that it's a different temperature over there because there is actually an open lake. It's kind of funny to think this is right next door and I haven't actually been up here. So yeah, the obviously the biomes change quite dramatically in a fairly short space of time. Actually, it would be interesting if there was... Yeah, it didn't melt quite so badly over there. I probably picked the coldest place. Actually, hang on, that's north, isn't it? That's south. No, I'm bad. My bad. What am I thinking? I'm thinking I don't know my way around that much. Let's go grab that tree. If yeah, the big danger doing this now is if there's something alive up here that's going to take objection to my existence. Do you know, I don't think I've seen acorns. Come on, hurry up and break. The reason it's taking so long is because this, despite its looks, a rather large tree. And I don't have any sticks on me. Which probably means... Oh no, I got some of it. I got one log from all that. Okay, so obviously I might need somewhat better axes to do a job on that. Oh, that's irritating. I've lost some. I will lose some of that. Because, yeah, the way it seems to work is you start chopping there and stuff up there breaks. But, yeah, I can't reach that because I don't have means of doing it. Oh, well, having said that. Okay, I've got a spare log. And that's weird. We have a suspended... Oh, and I need slate sand, don't I? I'm not. Ah, no, that was a bad mistake. Now I'm going to be cold and wet. Oh, no, I'm not. You can only get properly damp in if you properly immerse yourself. But, yeah, that's... The water physics... Yeah, well... That's what can I say? Not necessarily the finest in the world. So it seems that, well, no, we'll see. Yeah, I've actually got to do an experiment on can you rot stuff in barrels? Because it would seem reasonable that you could. So if I put 64 of something in there and let it rot, will that work? I'll have to try and find out. Or do I have to put them in a container and then transfer the rot? Actually, that might be something I could do. I wonder if I would be wise to make that assumption and build appropriately. Because if I take, yeah, a storage container, stick it over here outside, that might work. Right, the reason I've come indoors at this particular point, apart from, yeah, not exactly warming up, but still, is I need to take a quick break, go to the toilet, and be back in a couple of minutes. Right. What was I thinking? I can't remember now. Let's pop that away. And hey, I got 2 turnips. I ought to check out. My big fear, to be honest, is going over to that other section south of me. Is if I run across something that kills me, I've got to come back. And you may think, well, that's fine. I don't feel like doing that in the middle of winter, to be honest. It's bad enough under normal circumstances when it's warmer. When it's, let's put that, do I need this for something? Not really. Let's see. Did my prospecting pick work? Yes, it did. Need a stick. Where's my sticks? I got them on me. Oh, I got them on me. Right. Spare pick. I really need a copper axe, actually. It's one of those things you need everything. Don't need that right now. Right, let's find out where I'm headed. Because here's my mine at the moment, so I actually don't need to go that far to get into this one. I mean, there's not really a mine per se, but if I... Oh, there's slate sand down here. So if I actually make a little notation on the map, and we'll just put a notation there, and that is a so what I'm thinking is I'll just dig over from here, and that way I will be warmer underground. That's the idea at any rate. I don't know whether that counts for anything. I'm going to need some torches. And I should probably make a fire starter just in case, you know? Which you really don't want. It's to... There we go. Even if it's pitch dark. Yeah, it's if my torches run out, I don't, which I don't want to happen. It's useful to have some way of lighting them. Right, so let's see which way we're going. I am headed more or less that way, and that means I probably want to be down here a bit. Classic Minecraft. Stand on a ladder and make yourself a space to work. There we go. And we are headed that way. Yes, I'm going diagonally. Actually, I ought to have a look and see what we've got around here, but once I get over to that particular area, I can start doing that. Not the most effective way of going over here, has to be said. But nobody goes diagonally, do they? So at least I'm doing something technically a wee bit different. I'll grab samples on the way back. Granite cobblestone for days. If I were to restart the game, I'd probably pay a lot more attention and mark all the locations of surface copper that I found nearby. I did actually, but, well, say, yeah, somewhat. But, they're rather far away to do mining in this weather. I mean, you'd want to set up a whole base, so to speak, so that you could spend significant time there rather than run over every day. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing in this game. I'm making the whole thing up as I go. Hello? Oh no, my imagination. I thought maybe that was something different. Okay, we're pretty much there. Let's see whether there's anything in this location that might be useful. Oh, grief. I hate that noise. Oh, great. Guess we're going to be marching through our bread. Right, let's see what we've got. Nothing. No. Oh, came all this way. And what we'll do is on the way back, I'll take some readings, so to speak. And yeah, I'm going to go all the way to the waypoint on the grounds that why not? There is a rather scary setting in this. You can set it so that you can have underground subsidence. Or I suppose it would be mine collapse. Does not strike me as being fun. Okay, that's probably close enough. Let's see if we got anything here. No. Okay. Take a few samples on the way back. The answer appears to be no. There's nothing nearby. You're kidding me. Ah, it was a complete waste of time. I'll just try one here for the sake of argument. It's not very encouraging. One thing I haven't done. Did I? Nope. What that means is the closest ore node is pretty much over here. Let's see what we got here. Zilch. Which means I inadvertently was looking in more or less the right place. Now, I did find reference to native copper here. But I can't remember where it was. I thought it was in this region here. Bismuthite. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, bismuthinite. All right. So, what are we saying then? It's around here. Huh. Up here? All right. This way? Okay, well that would tend to imply that I need to go up, doesn't it? So. I mean, that's what it implies. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Because I could really use bismuthinite. Alright, that's more or less. Okay. This way? I mean, it's not saying there are no... It's not saying there's nothing nearby, it's just... yeah, I see. Don't know how far I have to go. So we've got trace amounts all the way down here and not helping me very much. Except that when we went down, we didn't find any. This was the only place we found it, and then we headed this way, and that's where we started getting hints that there might be something here. Times like this, it's very tempting to see if there's a way to cheat. And I can certainly understand the frustration. Okay, back this way then. So we know we got trace amounts here, didn't we? Ooh, now that's actually getting promising. Small amounts. That's as promising as anything I've ever seen with this stuff is concerned. getting, yeah, well, it's not terrible. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to change the mode and see how this helps. All right, let's... see if it gives me a percentage. Oops. This is as close as I've got to making bronze yet. Well, apart from the fact that I had a bit of tin. Oh! This is my own... Hang on. Is this my own mine? It's not. I've broken into a whole new area. Huh, look at this. Wow. That's kind of fascinating, to be honest. All I've got to do now is find where I was... Okay. Was not expecting... That's the first underground cavern I've broken into. What I ought to do is put down a torch. I have no idea, by the way, if you can find things down here. Let's go see. Granite boulders. What I'm looking for is discoloration in the walls, which is very subtle. Interesting that there's water down here. That is... What's this? Flint. Ooh, quartz. Which I can't get out. Yeah, if this was Minecraft, you would be justly concerned. Ah! Ooh. No, that's not helpful, but... Yeah, that's... Yeah, that is zinc. Yeah, you can see what I mean by the... Just see the subtle change in the rock quality. Just hoping there is something. Hello. Saltpeter. Okay. Now that is interesting. Not sure what we can use it for, but I'm going to grab it anyway because it's an oxidizer. It's an ingredient in gunpowder, as a matter of fact. And I think you can use... Can you use it as a... That's nice to have. This is the first natural cavern I found. Yeah, and that is sphalerite in granite, which I don't need. Hey, Tony, yes, this is a... I accidentally dug into a cave trying to follow bismuth ore, and I found this cave. I found saltpeter. I really want to find bismuth. Because that's what I was following. I was following a trail for bismuth. And yeah, broke out into here. But if I check up here, I think it says there's no... Yeah. Okay, that's trace amounts. Because at one point it was saying small amounts. Now I'm back to trace amounts. Blast. Yeah. How you doing, Tony? Yeah, you see, this is what I was following. Was this apparent trail? And I'm running out of food. quartz. Well, that almost makes sense. Because there is quartz nearby. I can't dig it out, but there is quartz nearby. We saw it in the cave. It's silly to say I wish it would give you more direction, but in reality, if you said, oh, we've got a trace of quartz here, you wouldn't necessarily know which way to go, I suppose. Medium amounts, yeah, because there is quartz in that direction. So... Because off to my right... Oh, yeah. I'm not surprised, to be honest. I'm not seeing... Yeah, it's not holding it for a review. I don't know if you can make TNT. I haven't looked up to see if there's a recipe for TNT. Okay, so we're back to small amounts. I need bronze tools, and I've actually got quite a lot of quartz, so. At this rate, I'm going to break back into the cavern. I can't be far from the cavern. Except there was nothing... Well, I say there was nothing but quartz in the cavern. And trace amounts of native copper. Yeah. And now we are heading... And yes, there is in fact sphalerite back in that direction. Okay, headed the wrong way. It's not helping. The problem is, it could be above me or below me, and I don't have any way of telling. So, going down isn't the answer. Let's try going up. I'm going to get lost down here. I can almost feel it in my bones. I mean, it argues that the stuff is all over the place. I'm just too dumb to find it. No, yes. Now we're back to trace amounts. Okay. Oh. Oh, look what I just found. Found it. It was right there the whole time. This is quite good. So now I can start to make bronze. Yeah, I know. They don't make it particularly obvious. It was right there the whole time. And that was the only... Yeah, that was it. That was it. That's all I got. That one little patch. What I've got to do now is find my way out of here. Does anybody know how I got to be here? I'm lost. Ah, here we go. So yeah, here's the cave. And there is in fact quartz. Hang on, where is there? There was quartz around here, and if you... like I say, I don't need quartz because I've already got quite a bit of quartz. Yeah. Needs bronze to break. But so we're just looking for subtle changes in the color of the rock. And hope I don't find any hibernating things down here. I shouldn't. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. There is... what's up here? Huh. Okay, there's... oh, okay. Oh, great. He's getting hungry again. And I am out of food, so I do need to start heading back. Obviously, it's actually more to explore here. Progress, though. Oops. So tomorrow, so I say tomorrow now, actually one thing I need to look at now is saltpeter. Saltpeter. Ah, ingredient for blasting powder or for sulfuric acid or saltpeter, sulfur and charcoal. Yeah, that is quite correct. They got the they've got the proportions wrong. It's actually, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, but in reality, blasting powder needs. Well, okay, they're saying bituminous coal. Yeah, black powder, which is what this is charcoal, saltpeter, and sulfur, and yeah, in reality, charcoal's the largest proportion, and sulfur is the smallest. And sulfur is used to drop the ignition temperature. But that was some significant progress. All I've got to do now is safely store stuff away. Let's see. So I've got enough to make... Actually, I've probably got enough to make quite a bit of bronze. So we're going to stick up. Actually, let's see how much of that we've actually got. That is quite a bit. I don't think you need that much. But that does give me a toehold into making, I think they call black bronze. Yeah, which is nice to have. So what I'm actually going to do is, because cobblestone is most likely to be useful. Where did I put my clay? It is back downstairs, isn't it? No, it's not. Where did I put my clay? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I actually got the clay specifically so I could basically do things like this. Because the cobblestone is more likely to be useful. Somewhat easier to store. So to speak. Because I've got entirely too much of that. But this as a building material is worthwhile. So now what I want to do is look up bismuthite, bismuth bronze, bismuth bronze bits. Yeah, here we go. So copper, zinc, and I don't need that much bismuth. So this means we've got the possibility for making more stuff out of bronze. But I don't think... Yeah, you make it by smithing. So I've got to make the bronze bits. So I've got to make an ingot, break it down, and then... No, I just need to cast bismuth bronze. And then, yeah, okay. So that gives me some possibilities. I've actually got quite a bit. Yeah, all I need now is copper. And we know I can get copper from panning. So, that's a useful thing. What time of day is it? It's the 4th of February. We're heading into March. We haven't had much snowfall. So here's my burgeoning field. The berry orchard is slowly being expanded. Finally found some. Okay. Right. Well, I am going to get on for the next couple of hours. The long dark will be back in about 2 hours. And that's going to be interesting. There's a very good chance my run's going to come to an end. Because I'm having to go dashing across the Forsaken airfield to the nearest place I can do some fishing, and I have to do fishing because I've got scurvy. I'm getting at risk of scurvy, and the only really good thing in the game to deal with that is fish, which means I got to go back to Drift Island. And it's the nearest place that we know, and everybody voted. Well, I say everybody. The opinion was, yeah, that's the best place to go. Okay. So, like I say, I'll be back in about 2 hours. Oops. Excuse me. Let me just light this. You know, that's a very uncomfortable position for a torch to be in. Okay, so like I say, I'll be back in a couple of hours. Hope to see some of you there. If not, hopefully you can all join me for Vintage Story tomorrow morning, where we will continue this and see about making... Well, I need copper now, don't I? And I need to explore that cave further, and you get the general drift. We've got stuff to do tomorrow. So, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for the likes. I haven't checked, but if anyone has subscribed, thank you for that as well. And I will see you all next time.